What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be looking at some tips and tricks, or like tips and advice for my bike and for people who want to get into BMXing. So let's get started. So this bike is a Fit STR. I got it used for $300 off of a website of like OfferUp. Yeah, I think that's where I got it, or eBay, something like that. And I got a really good deal, $300 for it. It was in great condition. All it needed was a front inner tube, which I put in. Works perfectly fine now. I've been riding it for the past couple days. I just got it. So let me teach you some tips and what it is. So the guy told me everything's stock. Everything was came with that's on this bike came with the bike, except for the front inner tube. But that's every part is part of the bike, except for that little rubber band. I added that because the drugs are not for me. That's not mine, but I don't sell merch, of course. You can pretty much tell. But yeah, rubber bands just make it look good. I just like the look of the rubber band on there. If you remember, my old bike used to have a tennis ball. Tennis balls, some people don't know what the heck a tennis ball is for and why you have them in the wheel. I used to say it was kind of for style, but it also tightens your spokes. So that's also a very nice add-on. I'm going to move you guys a little bit up so you can see it a little bit better. Dang, I can't get this off. One sec. Dang, dude. It's like stuck. Well, boy. Gosh. That's like stuck on there. Yeah, it might be stuck on there, not gonna lie. Yeah, I guess it's stuck. Oh well. I mean, I'll just tilt my head up a little bit. I mean, you can see it from this perspective, can you not? Anyways, sorry about that. So, let me teach you about what you should do when you're getting a bike. I'm not the best at this, so just hear me out about this. I'm not going to be a best advice. I'm not going to give you pro advice. I'm just giving you my advice for what kind of bikes you should look at. So, Walmart bikes. Let's talk about Walmart bikes. So, Walmart bikes are just completely, you should not get them, because if you're going to be a pro BMX biker, you should not get like a, I don't know, I don't know, Kent or something from Walmart. I don't know all the Walmart brand names. So, but yeah, you don't get those because, I mean, really, you're just gonna, if you're gonna do like actual good tricks, you're gonna expect something to break on it. I mean, I used to have this Walmart bike with the handlebars would move really badly, because if you look very closely right here, or under here, under the stem is like it's like a mesh kind of thing, or like a grippy. It's like lines cut into the metal, or like engraved. That's what keeps it from not moving around. It makes it so it's extra tight. And the stem is also part of the problem. Usually stems clip on the front right here, which I used to have on my old Mongoose before I got this. But it used to clip on the front, and it was really nice because the handlebars were custom, or not custom, but like well built for what you're trying to do. So this is a very good thing to do. A good thing to do? What the heck am I talking about? Like, it's a it's a way better way to do it. So if you really want, you should, if you can't afford a brand new bike, then that is like totally okay, because I had the same problem when I was when I was littler and I wanted a nice BMX, I didn't really have the money for it. So I had to kind of work for this one. Not really work, because my dad helped me out a little bit with it. But yeah, so as I was saying, this is what you should do. You just this type of stem, if you see it and it has like a Fit Bike Co. or something else like Colt or something, you'll know if it's good if it has like this cap piece on it, and you can just tell by the look of this. Most bikes have the same idea kind of thing. Next thing is you should look at is the cranks. So if you're gonna be a good BMX rider, you should look at bikes with a 2, 3, 4, or 5 piece crank. I don't know if it keeps going up after that, but you should look at those, because those are the best performance and they're very strong. See how beefy this is? That's because of the strong thing, so you can land hard on those. Like one-piece cranks, they are very easily bendable. Like very, very easily bendable. Like if you bend them, like they could bend, because all it is a pipe that goes like this. It's like a zigzag design, because I know this, because that bike, it's the old bike that I had on my channel, is a one piece. But I must sell it probably for parts, because it has some good things on it. Anyways, but back to the yeah, like you'll know by the look of this. If it has like this tightening thing on it, then you can tell that's gonna be a 1, 2, or 3, 4, or 5, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I only know it stopped. I only know it can go to 5. I don't know if it can go bigger. But yeah, I think this is a 2-piece. Yeah, this is a 2-piece crank of some sorts, I think, or maybe it's a 3. But it's something like that. So next is a hub. So free coaster bikes are bikes without a hub, and they have a hub, but they have like no clicking sound. So if you listen to this, hear the clicking, that's coming from back there. That's a hub. That's what a hub does. It's so you don't have to pedal, and when you so a free coaster bike is what I'm talking about. I should probably put this a little bit farther over right here. Okay. Free coaster bike, it doesn't have a clicking sound, and all it does is just you hear the tires humming. In a free coaster, you can pedal. Once you pedal backwards far enough, it brakes the bike instead, which is just not a good BMX thing. Because I tried to do a bunny hop on my friend's little brother's bike, and it's a free coaster. He's like 4, so he's gonna have a free coaster. I mean, he won't fit a BMX, maybe. But anyways, if you have a free coaster, then if you try and pedal backwards, you're just gonna get slammed. That's what happened to me on a volcano once. I was riding a red bike without a hub. It was my really old bike, and I was pedaling, and sometimes when I don't notice when I stop pedaling and I actually move a little bit farther back than usual, I slammed on the brakes, and I was front wheel up, and then I leaned back just in time so I didn't flip over, and I landed back on my back. So you could literally pretty much get hit in the head really hard, and I don't really want that for you, because that would be bad. Next thing is, so have you seen these on bikes? Have you ever seen like these? This is pretty much just, you can put this on pretty much any bike. I'm gonna move somewhere else because there's someone here now. Actually, no, I might just stay. I don't know. But I'm gonna move. I don't want to be rude and be talking. I might move to like someone's garage front, like this house maybe. Oh, I'll just put it over here. Can do this in the shade too. Let's go. Oh, so I'll just do it. I know this person, so. So, anyways, as I was saying, don't get coaster bikes. I mean, if you're gonna just do regular biking and you're not gonna do like tricks and stuff, then get it. I mean, it's just, if you're gonna do like BMX stuff, then don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, you're just gonna get hurt really badly if you accidentally pedal backwards. So yeah. Next thing is handlebars. So some Walmart bike handlebars are really small. They're like that thick. Like in like height. And so some people wonder, what is this? And why is there like things hanging off of it? This is a 4-piece handlebar, if I'm correct. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But this is like a really high quality, sturdy handlebar. It's 4-piece is pretty much just extra welds, if I'm right. And some people, and it just has some normal grips that came with the bike. Old, but they work for me fine. Nice and sturdy. Right here is a brake. I think you all know what a freaking brake is because a lot of bikes come with them. But what it is literally just a brake. So that's why I don't have backer brakes, because I use this brake instead. I don't know why a bunch of Walmart BMXs have backwards like pedaling, like this. When you pedal backwards. And then they also have brakes, so you can brake twice at the same time. And it's usually just a crappy brake pad that barely works. This is a good brake pad. Right here, I don't know what brand these are, but they came with the bike. I think they're something of some sorts, but yeah. These brakes are very high quality, and I'm not saying that your bike's brakes are horrible. I'm not trying to brag at all. No bragging at all in this whole video. I'm just trying to teach you guys what you should do when you're getting a new bike and you want something to ride, park with, or even street. Slim tires or slicks. This is what almost every single BMX that is brand name has. So like, let's say, I don't know. This is what it would come with. They would not be as worn down, but it would be slick. It wouldn't be all tready and stuff, because that's for like dirt riding. But they do have tready tires for BMX for like dirt riding kind of stuff. But this is a park riding bike, so I ride it in park. And it's way better. I just feel like park's way better. I don't really like the dirt stuff because it gives you more maintenance for the bike, not gonna lie. It can just get up and everywhere, and it could break the bike. But that's why they have builds for not whatever it is. Let's see here. What else am I gonna say? Pedals. Let's get on pedals. There's a bunch of different pedals. There's no specific pedal brand that I'm telling you to get. Usually, if you get a name brand bike, something like a Fit or a Colt or a Kink or something like that, any of those brands, they usually have perfectly fine pedals. Some people like to switch to metal, which is, I agree, that's a pretty good pedal, and I might switch to metal eventually, but for now, I'll keep these. But metal pedals are pretty much just more dangerous. I mean, they do have a lot more gripping priorities, but plastic pedals also perfectly fine have grippy pedals, which is really nice, and I love that it does that. So that's one of the best kind of things to do, is doing that. Instead of, in some bike, even Walmart bikes don't even have, to me, I feel like they don't have that bad of pedals. I mean, of course these don't have reflectors, because a lot of bike BMXers don't need reflectors to ride. I mean, really, reflectors, all they do is reflect, literally reflect. I mean, usual Walmart bikes, the reflectors are not the best, so they don't really work either way. But yeah, that's the one thing that is not really something to focus on for like a bike like this. They usually come with fine pedals. Sorry, I'm talking about pedals. Sorry, this video is pretty long, but yeah, I'm just trying to help you guys out. So let's get started on rims and spokes. So we're gonna do 2 at once, so we can, yeah, I don't know, but so rims and spokes are the most important, especially the back. Now, when I say especially, I mean especially. Like, especially the back, because that takes most of the stress when you're landing from a trick. When you're doing like a bunny hop, both wheels usually take that, actually. both wheels usually take the impact on that. But when you're riding, the back is the keen part, because that's where you're mostly at. That's where your body is the back of the bike. So when you're riding, the back of the bike, when you jump, the back of the bike takes most of the compression or stress that when you land on. So Walmart bikes usually have like a bunch of spokes, and you're like, oh, that means it's extra strong. That is not the case. When you're riding and you have, usually it's the rim and the spokes at the same time. So the hub is the part that's most, and it doesn't matter if you have like 500 spokes. It is the hub that is important. So if you have a good hub and the spokes literally just have to be spokes. They don't have to be like a really nice brand of spoke. They don't have to be any of that. It can be just a normal old spoke. Sorry, my bike's pretty dirty, not gonna lie. But you just have to have a normal old spoke. I mean, I don't know that much about spokes. I'm not an expert on spokes and which spokes you should get. So you don't have to ask me about that, because I'm not gonna really know. But I know from Google searches and stuff that mostly the back hub, especially, is gonna be the one that is keen to not folding. So tire folding, if you don't know what that means, is literally if the tire could fold from you landing, because they don't. Who the heck is that? Nope. I thought that was someone that's an old guy I know. Anyways, sorry about that. The tire can fold, and that is not the best thing. So if the tire folds, you literally have to buy a new tire, and you don't buy the same tire because of a reason that is bad, and it is definitely gonna ruin your bank account. So I'm gonna go get my other old bike to give you some other advice, so I'll be right back. And we're back. So I brought my old bike out here. This is what the state of her is. I haven't used her or him for a while. I don't know, gender wise, of my bike. But I don't know when. I haven't used it for a while, let me just tell you that. It's pretty much just, it is a type of bike that is old, and it's perfectly fine. I loved it. The sprocket is just way too big. It just kind of looks ugly. I mean, the pedaling feels so much different, even though it's a perfectly good sprocket for that type of riding. It's still, just one sec, got an itch. It's still just not that kind of, it still doesn't have that feel of the crank. Also, when you're pedaling, you don't hear gears moving around as you do on one of these bikes. So I've been using this for a while. Worked perfectly fine. It was definitely not a bad bike, but the tire has not folded yet, and that is good. And also the riding I do is sometimes I've landed purposely hard just to check it. So especially if you land it, and also the middle down of the tire usually doesn't take the impact. It's usually pushing against the rim. So if you land like and kind of screech a little bit, screet, or like slide out a little bit, it's gonna be able to take that, and it's not gonna break. On here, it's a little bit of a different story, except this bike has a good hub, so it's pretty much fine. See how the hub is like, see how the hub on the front is literally like so many spokes. It's literally like concerning the amount of spokes it has. Excuse me. It's crazy how much amount of spokes it has on the front wheel. Back wheel, not too bad. It still is not the best, but it's not too bad at all. And then on this bike, see how much less spokes and how much better the result is on. See how much, and also see how the wall of the rim, or like right here in this area, is like that little wall area looking thing. That, see how it's bigger? That means it's stronger. And the front wheel doesn't really need that much because it lands after the back wheel takes all the pressure, and it just leaves less pressure on the front. So these wheels take about 50 psi, 40 psi actually, which is not good at all. I mean, realistically, it's not that bad since it's the type of wheel. And one thing also which isn't really good is the wheels, of the thickness of the wheels. Look how much difference in thickness there is. I mean, just look at that. See? Like, it looks like it's about the same size, but it's not. Like, in real life, if you really see... Oh, dogs attack. Anyways, but it's like really just way smaller. And also in height, they're about the same height. Actually, they're taller because these are supposed to be lower and thicker because that's the right way to do it. So yeah, that's the right way to do it, is always go through a bike with a thicker looking tires. I mean, this bike is kind of freaked up really bad. I need to stop saying that. But like, it's bad. It's scratched up and it's not the best. But I mean, it's not the worst either. Definitely not the worst. And the stickers, you don't need stickers. I mean, they're not going to do anything to your bike. They're just going to make them nice and they look good. Some stickers look good. Oh, crap, I painted my skin. I just realized that. One-piece crank is, you can tell by the look of the crank from this side and that side. Look at the difference of like what it looks like. Look how thin this is. I mean, it's still a good crank. It's a really strong one piece. But usually they come with weak ones. See how it's like goofy looking and it like curls in? See how it's like curled in? It's like really ugly that way to me. It's really ugly that way to me. And yeah, I just don't like the look of that. That's the one reason that I stopped doing it. So see how this side looks the same? See how it literally looks the exact same on cranks? That is the best part about it. Also, dude, it's so hot out here right now. It's like 92 and I am from Oregon, so I am not a very good person who stands the heat well. But yeah, I might just take my shirt off, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm pretty hot. I might take my shirt off. You can get turned around for that. I'll do it quickly. Alright, it still sucks, but it's gonna be better. And then I'm sweaty too, so. But I'm almost done, sorry. This video was pretty long, but it does give you really good advice. So, yeah, you can skip through the video too. Anyways, so the last parts of the thing is mostly the forks. So if you've looked at Walmart bikes destroying videos, that shows you like how bad they are. The forks on here are fine. I mean, they are not the best, but they're definitely not bad. Like, you can tell the forks have been they're different forks, they're not the same forks. But some forks on like Oil Slick, I saw an Oil Slick Walmart bike for like $148. Literally what the heck? Stutter. That was kind of on purpose though. The forks literally bent. Like, you should go look at it, at videos like that. The forks freaking bent and it like made the wheel forward. That is one thing that's really bad. So if you ever land on your front wheel, make sure that it is not keyword not. I said that really loudly. Make sure it is good forks. So make sure you just don't get a bike like this. Like, mine's fine. It is a good, fine working bike. Nothing I need to change on it. The brakes are a little crappy, but they still work. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. The only really else thing I have to say is the stem on this bike. See how it's connected from the front? That's way more keen to be sliding around, but it hasn't, so that's good. And also you can tell if it's a bad piece of like spokes and something. I thought I heard someone say my name. Spokes. You can not spokes, dude. Headset. Gosh. So you can tell that's a bad headset just by the look of this thing there, and see how there's nothing there. One more thing before I go. People who ride without brakes usually do a foot jam, which is just putting your foot in the back of the bike. I'll do another video about that kind of stuff, and a video about that probably in the next video. So without further ado, just most likely look for bikes that look around like this, like the frame and stuff, and the name. So let me go over just one more thing of the name brands. The name brands of the bike are usually Fit bike is a really good choice. Colt is also a really good choice of bike. Let's see here. What are other bike brands that are good? Oh yeah, Stranger is also a really good bike. Odyssey is like stupidly expensive but really good bikes. You get what you pay for sure. And also, people say that you need to spend like $1,400 on a bike. That is not true at all. Not true. You can get a solidly good bike like this. This is a pretty good bike. Solid. It's really good. I mean, I just love it. It is a solid bike, and I got it used for $300. You do not have to spend like, I don't know, thousands of dollars on a good BMX really, you could get something like this that's way better. So as you work up, maybe you want to spend $1,000 on a good bike. Do that. But I recommend just getting something cheaper, like Colt. You can get like an 18 to 20 inch for like $400 or $500 new. And Fit, I don't know. Fit is definitely more expensive than Colt. But definitely just get something like this. Just look on the market for something like this. Make sure that, just look at the pieces of cranks. That tells you that it's probably a good bike. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Sorry I spent a lot of time on this video. I just want to teach you everything about the bike. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.